Welcome back to the Forensics Detailing channel. Today you can see we've got the car in the garage, and we're going to be going through decontaminating the paintwork and showing you a little bit about how you go about doing that. I'm going to be able to keep a straight face. It's going to I don't know why. I think it's COVID madness, but I was going to try and do a video with an Australian accent. What do you reckon? How long can I keep that going for? Struth. Any Aussie viewers? Love that accent. Love that Australian accent, especially for doing car videos. Let's try and keep it going a little bit here, folks. So, claying your car. In this video, I got two forms of mild clay that I've had kicking around for ages, sent into the channel. Now I normally use the old built hammer. I just bought two new built hammers because they ran out. But I'll go back to English. I thought I'd use up these products. This is Imran's clay from In2detailing, and it's a very fine, soft clay. It's very malleable. Some people will, in fact even me, will prefer the way that this clay bar feels. And exactly the same with ours clay from AM Details. It's just a nicer clay to work with than the built hammer. It is. But when you have contamination on the car, I believe the built hammer pulls more contamination. I believe, especially if you go up to their aggressive ones, but even their light ones. But it's a pain to work with. So I just want to use some of these other clays. The other thing is the old ONR, mate. This is just such a handy tool for claying the car. It just gives you a bit more slip than water. I tend to find when if I'm using water or anything else, you get loads of water on it and it will give you a bit of slip. But then you kind of move to another bit that might have a little bit of water you've missed it on, but it just like the clay can stick in. So it doesn't give you like the kind of lubrication that I want over the whole panel. Not much in it. I mean, you could just have a bottle of water and then get some more water going, or put a bit of soap in it as well. But I think this is better, and it's cheaper. It's dirt cheap. I don't use it at the full clay lube thing where they put like tons in. Normally I mix this ONR out about 250 to 1, so you'd literally have about 4 millilitres of ONR in here, but I've probably got about 10 to 15 millilitres in there, so you can see it's a bit bluer. And you know, that I find works well as a clay lube. And if I missed a section with ONR, that section is the lubrication's never gonna run out. So this will never suddenly stop and dig into the paintwork. So I can just sort of forget about spraying for a second and then do the claying, which is the important bit. And it's the same if I was to miss this all over the panel that I'm actually claying. I'm not going to need the ONR again, so I can put that down. You want to get your clay a little bit flatter so you can cover a slightly bigger surface area. Another problem is, it's nice to have the clay on your fingers, isn't it? But with these low down sections here, I can't get my hand down there like that. So really I'm going to have to grab hold of this and just not apply too much pressure, and just clay over the area. And I can feel, there's contamination there. You can see it on the clay, can't you? Down here there was a lot more, which stands to reason. But this is such an important thing, guys. Look, coming over here, I can hear it. I can feel it. That's all contamination. Okay, that's building up, and then I can minimise the scratching that I'm doing now by folding that in. Just getting myself a fresh bit of surface and then carrying on claying. And really, the more of this you get off, the better results you're going to get when you machine polish, because you do not want to be polishing off. It's like tar, it's fallout. You don't want your abrasives to be hitting all this sort of stuff. That's going to be really, really bad. just such a good, it's just the perfect clay lubricant O&R. I've got one other product that I want to explore, and that is the Tax Systems concentrated waterless wash, or the Car Pro one. I don't think Geon have got one. I'll probably go with the Tax Systems one. And the reason I want to explore that is because it's a concentrate, and I hear it's good and slippy, but it's like a whiter material. You can kind of use it as a detail spray. But I'll try that once. And it's going to have to be really good, because this product is, it's hard to beat because of the price. You know, it doesn't cost you anything to use O&R. You know, I've probably got about 10p's worth of chemicals there, and that'll be enough to do the whole car. So a litre bottle of O&R will last me years. You can get 5 litres of it if you're in the trade, but there's other things you can do with it that it just comes in really useful for. It's a really important product to me, and detailing products should be about giving you value. And when you get value from a product and it works, and you're thinking of using another product, the first thing you should do is look at the value of that product. If it's more or less the same, then okay, you could try it if someone's recommended it. But if trying this other product suddenly is going to cost you an absolute shed load of money, like for example, there's dedicated clay lubes that are out there, and they cost like £10 for 500ml. So I look at what I'm paying at the moment, 10p for 500ml, or I'm going to be going to a new product at £10 for 500ml. And for me, you know, you don't have to be a genius just to say, well, that product's not offering me anything. It's offering the people that are selling it to me the value, because clay lube is going to be about, you know, at least 80 to 90% water, even more. I mean, with this product here, like I say, it's about 10ml to 1000ml, roughly. So it's like 99% water, isn't it? So when you pay £10 for essentially 500ml, you know, you pay £10 for 499ml of water. I don't think you'll get, there's a business for me should always be an exchange of value. And I think if you're paying that sort of money for that sort of product, the business is getting a better exchange of value than you are. The problem is, unless you're into a certain thing like detailing products like I am, if you're not into it, you just don't know. And you might see clay lube for sale and just go and buy it. And, you know, it might be a good product as well, but you wouldn't know that really you're buying water. You know, you think you're buying some sort of really special kind of chemical, but you're probably not. So, yeah, it sounds like a bit of a negative moan, but that's just how my mind works. Business should be an exchange of value to the point where you as the customer feel like you're getting real value from your products. And I don't think the detailing industry doesn't always give you that. You know, if I had a detailing brand, I would be looking to create a concentrated waterless wash product like O&R that matches it for value, matches it for function, and can do all these things, because it's a product you should have, especially if you're a professional. Jesus, if you're a professional and you don't have O&R as a tool at your disposal, I think it's a tool that I think you definitely want to have. You can really feel that lubrication when you're using it as a clay lube. There's still contamination on this panel. The great thing about what I'm doing today in this COVID lockdown is I've got time. It's massively on my side. So I'm just going to take my time. And today, I don't really want to be detailing a car for 10 hours or something today. I'm just going to spend about 2 hours probably working my way around this car, claying it using this In2detailing clay and the AM Details clay. And by the time I've finished, the paintwork on this car is going to be totally contaminant free, or 99% contaminant free. And And the cool thing is I don't have to worry about this residue. You don't have to rinse this residue off. It's not going to dry on me today. And even if it does dry, it's not a major pain in the arse. But look, this is the O&R residue. This is all shot live. You just get a cloth, just wipe it like that once, and that's it. It's kind of gone. That's basically 99% water, if you can see that, and that will just disappear, and then you can polish straight on top of that. I don't need to degrease or anything like that. I'll polish, then do a final degrease, and apply the product. So it's just a nice, simple product to work with. Here's one other interesting thing. Claying that car with small amounts of contamination on that panel, but still contaminated. Whoa, I just kicked the bottle over. Come on, get your football skills going. Here we go, still got it. Yeah, I mean, I can see it straight away. I don't think you're going to be able to see it. This panel, I've just done another video, just an informal video on the state of my paintwork on the car. This panel here was in really good nick and scratch free. Now look at it. Can you see that? You can, can't you? You can see it. All those fine scratches running that way. That is from gently claying with a very fine clay. Contamination, and there is contamination on there off of the paintwork, and that is why really you cannot clay your car without polishing. You know, I wouldn't want to use a hand polish. You could though. I'd want to. That needs to just needs a light, very fine finishing polish. And what was the other thing I was going to say? And that is also why you don't have to worry about maintaining your car too well, because you are going to need to take those contamination off. And that's what taking contamination off of your car does. And if you come over here, where I haven't clayed, and I move this around, you can see there is no swirl marks in that paint at all. When I go over here, yeah, you're going to struggle to see them, but they're there. I can see them all. Look, you see little fine swirls? You can see them. You can see them. If I can half see them in this viewfinder, this tiny viewfinder, usually when it's on a full screen you can see it. But yeah, that is now clay swirly paintwork. Okay. No, don't ever hear the industry saying this, which is the worrying thing. That's why all of that wash stuff isn't that important. You have to clay once a year, and no matter what you do, you're going to swirly your paint when you do it. Very fine swirls. Let's leave this video here, guys. I'm going to carry on claying my way around the car. Good day.